What's up, everyone? This is Chase with Field and Sports, and I am beyond excited right now to be taking you through live at the Modern Buggy RV Factory here in Edwardsburg, Michigan, around the 2026 model updates, model changes, everything you need to know about the 2026 models. I am standing in front of the award-winning, the teardrop of the year, the Modern Buggy 12 LRK, one of my favorite units of all time. Why? Well, get that question every now and again, so that's why we're making this video. Under 15 feet overall, just about 1,700 pounds dry, and fitting in a garage when your rooftop tent is taken off, the Modern Buggy 12 LRK packs a punch in the affordable overland segment. It is built with quality materials by this independently owned RV manufacturer, like I said, in Edwardsburg, Michigan. Born and bred from the flagship 10RK model, the 12 LRK extends 2 feet, like we said, to be just overall in length under 15 foot, 1,750 pounds totaling. There are a lot of similarities between the 10RK and the 12 LRK. I'll touch on those construction features here and then also go into the few of the 2026 model changes as well as the unique features of this particular floor plan. So across the board in your Modern Buggy lineup, you are going to start from the ground and find your all-terrain 235 by 15 off-road tires. One thing I also like to point out is these little green caps, and you're gonna have them on both of your tires as well on your spare. And what I like to do is have a little campground check. So green means good. As it begins to lose air, you will see the green transition to yellow, and then red is a no good, no bueno, no go. So what this is great for when it's in your garage before you take it out. It's your quick little check. At your campsite, it's your quick little check. Gives you a ton of peace of mind to know that you are ready to get going on the road. You have 14 inches of ground clearance, standard with your Modern Buggy. More than capable and more than 49 of the top 50 retailing SUVs. At 1,700 pounds dry, that's really what is able to tow these. Just about anything that can tow. You've got Subaru Outbacks, Jeeps, you've got Ford Broncos, Toyota Tacomas. This is the camper for you. We are utilizing Vixenite composite flooring. So very different, very, very different than your traditional RV flooring. We have a seamless piece of composite material that is bug-proof, mold, mildew, and rot resistant. It has screw retention, and you can drop a cinder block from 3 stories on high and it's not going to break it. It is the flooring that you want when you are going down trails, when you are going down the road, if you are camped by water, if you are camped by the beach, and if you are on the mountains, because the puncturing, there is going to be no puncture on this floor, no soft spots, no rotting. It's a major upgrade for Modern Buggy. In that same breath, we're using what's called Azdel composite behind your fiberglass. Well, Chase, what is Azdel? That seems like a funny word. Well, Azdel is a replacement for wood. So for years and years, wood would be behind the fiberglass of a camper, right? But what does wood have? Wood has pores, it has holes. So when water, which it always does, finds its way into things, and when water finds its way into those pores, you get what's called delamination. And if you've seen it, you know it. It's a separating of the glue from the fiberglass. It's the bubbling, it's the warping. It is a detriment to the camper, it's a detriment to the investment, and it's a really costly and hard thing to fix. So what we've done is equipped all of our units with this Azdel composite. It sits behind the fiberglass, but also it's gonna be your interior wallboard. So it is a sound deafener. It is also mold, mildew, and rot resistant. It is much lighter than wood. It is an all-around better product than wood for this use case. So we dual layer it. Whenever you see fiberglass, you are gonna see Azdel on this unit. So dare to compare. Before going inside, I'm just gonna keep doing our tour of the outside. And one thing I always like to point out when I'm doing training or when I'm walking around is our overland features. So we just talked about the flooring, but you've got your aluminum tongue box here, which is fully walkable. You can stand on it. That's where your battery will go. You have a very convenient battery disconnect. Like we said, you've got your off-road tires, but you have these stand-on fenders. And I'm telling you, they make such a huge difference when you are looking to put up your rooftop tent right there. That, yes, is not a cargo box. It's not storage. That will actually unfold, unzip into a rooftop tent, making this 1,700-pound camper a family camper for 4, potentially even 5, depending on how many little ones you have. But that folds out into a true queen bed up top, and you use these fenders to step up and set it up. Not every RV in this segment has those stand-on fenders. Those are weight rated at 300 pounds. You have one on both sides. In addition to your 8-foot awning that extends with 2 feet that stick into the ground here. You stake them in and has an incredibly cool LED strip light that goes across the midpoint, creating a really nice ambiance at the campsite. What I've done with mine, actually, even with the awning, is I put a little projector screen on it, so when I'm out there I have almost like a little home theater, outdoor theater, which I think is cool. Maybe you guys think it's cool too, I don't know. And that rooftop tent, it sits on top of a standard roof rack that will hold 800 pounds. So that tent weighs roughly 120, so you've got plenty of room to play with. You can do the math as far as how many people or items you can fit up there. We are utilizing a Dexter Torflex suspension axle on the Modern Buggy 12 LRK. That is standard equipment. It is a tremendous upgrade from other alternatives. And when I say other alternatives, 99% of campers out there are built with what's called a leaf spring axle, which is just a straight bar across. It is going to be your cheapest option. I'm not hating on it, but for those that are looking for a smoother, safer tow, I could not recommend a torsion axle more because of its independent qualities. And when I say independent, I just mean if you run over my foot on the right side, you're not gonna feel it on the left. So when you're going down the road, you're not going to feel that kind of bumping that you would normally feel. So that is an upgrade for us. And in overland fashion, we also have an optional axle-less suspension upgrade called Timbren. Call your dealership, call your regional rep, be happy to walk you through that, but that is essentially a shock that goes underneath each wheel, and it's going to really virtually allow you to take it anywhere you want to go. You can go bouldering in Moab, but Timbren, they've been in business for over 50 years. They are the standard in really axle-less suspension. Everyone else came second, and they are much lighter than the alternative. And when you're dealing with small campers, weight is a name of the game. And so you're not adding an additional 150 pounds like certain other competitors in the segment. So for 2026, what we've done is increased your solar capability. You can see here that we've got one on the left, one on the right, but 2 flex panels, each one at 100 watts. So making for 200 watts flex paneled, always attached to the rear fiberglass door, providing for a nice aesthetic, but also charging your battery when you're going down the road and at the campsite. But additionally, for 2026, we've added this solar port. So we have a side solar port, and including, and I'll show you when we get inside, but we've partnered with Renergy, which is one of the leading solar experts in the RV industry, and also will be providing you with 220 watts in a briefcase solar bag. So why do we do that? Well, ideally when you get to your campsite, you're looking to park in the shade, right? We want to be out of the beating sun. I am sweating right now. It's 85 degrees in Michigan. They told me the north was cold. Someone lied. But You're ideally parking in the shade, so how do you find sun when you're parked in the shade? Well, we're going to provide that briefcase for you. You plug into your side mount and walk that out 20 feet to find the sun. Really super convenient, able to keep your battery charged at camp and really make for a nice experience. As we go through, I'm just taking to the outside, so fast forward or click around if you would rather see the inside first, but this is where you have your freshwater connection. Yay! So you've got 11 gallons on board, more than enough for cleaning off shoes, kids, pets, animals, and yourself when you're done hiking for the day or whatever else you do when you're out there. And that will just connect with a very convenient spray port hose, which is used as your outdoor shower. So if you're familiar with the 12 LRK, or if you're not, you're about to find out that this back door also operates as your kitchen in what we call the all-weather proof galley. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift that up for you. Beautiful. So all weatherproof, meaning you've got composite cabinetry, you've got solid surface countertops, so you can even see, I'll zoom in here, no T-molding. So the elements are not gonna get into this, you're not gonna chip, you're not gonna stain, you're not gonna rot. You've got additional storage, which is gonna be holding your spray port until you get it. And that's where your water tank would be, so you can easily see how much water you have, if you need to fill up, if you don't. Additionally, you've got a stainless steel sink. And then on a tray, you've got one of the coolest inventions since the sliced bread in your 12-volt fridge freezer. These things, if you have not seen them, it is no normal cooler, even though it is shaped like one. Powered via your battery, plugged into this 12-volt port right here, you eliminate the need for ever needing ice, because this, when powered on, will drop down to a -4-degree temperature, or you can keep it at your normal like 34, like a refrigerator. But plugged in, no ice, cold drinks, non-soggy food. Need I say more? I won't. But that is going to be on your tray. That is Camco. It is incredibly light. It has these straps too for when you're going down the road. You're not going to be bouncing and banging around. I'll go ahead and clip that up like a good boy. Put that inside. Very conveniently stows away. Oh, what's that? Oh yeah. That is a 2-inch receiver. Very unique in the RV industry, shockingly, is a 2-inch receiver welded into the frame. You've got 185 pounds that you can equip into this receiver, making it more than capable to throw on a couple bikes, or more importantly, a couple of e-bikes. They weigh about 50 pounds each, so that plus your rack, and you are more than fine taking this thing down the road and making it the ultimate adventure vehicle. And if you did want to take that rooftop tent off, you can. It's just bolted on. You can throw a kayak up there, some canoes. If you've got a roof-mounted bike rack, go ahead. It's a universal rack. It's your camper, not mine. Do what you want with it. Plenty of storage back here. You're going to find your on-off switch for your water pump. You're going to find an outlet, and then you're going to find a charging center for your 12-volt USB and USB-C. But new for 2026, we're going to open this door and not just find storage, but find a pass-through. So my girlfriend can stop yelling at me when we go camping, and I can pass her a hot cup of coffee when I am making it inevitably back here. Incredible feature. Pass some food. Like I said, a hot drink, cold drink. Again, your camper. Your problems, not mine. And one thing I always like to point out too, when this rear galley door is lifted, it also acts like an awning. So if it is raining out, and very seldom it rains anymore, you can stand under here and stay safe from the elements, pass through, make it really nice and cozy. Like I said, nice little side mounted spare. Little different than your 10RK, the 12 is going to have that satellite because we are about to go inside. Whip around a bit and find, oh, some creature comforts. You've got a TV, there's where your pass-through would be. A beautiful wind-lit and heated fireplace, creating the perfect campground feel. In your upper right-hand cabinet there, you're going to see a flush 5,000 BTU air conditioner. So in those hot days, and I've camped all over the country from Phoenix, Arizona to southern Texas, that thing is going to get you nice and cool, cooled down for a comfortable night's sleep. Incredible little feature to have in here. It vents out through the side. So with the 12 LRK, you've got additional storage on both sides, deep enough for a backpack. Throw your shoes in there. We are utilizing the auto detect converter, making it a breeze to switch from your lead acid battery to a lithium if you desire that more power. To your right hand side is just your simple, not simple, but easy to use solar controller. Don't have to worry too much about that. And there's that Renogy briefcase I was talking about. So for 2026, we lightened up the wallboard. I think it looks incredibly modern. Ha, Modern Buggy is what it is, making jokes. And when I'm camping, I actually hardly use the air conditioner. What I'll do is I'll just pop both windows up, get a nice little cross breeze going, pop on my 12-volt fan, and keep it rolling. You see back here, you've got additional storage. Plenty of outlets everywhere that you see. There's another USB and USB-C charger, another charging station which is equipped with USB, USB-C, 12 volt, and then your typical home outlets. Sweet blue lighting behind your bed setup. And also new for 2026, you can see here, we've got a little black spot, and that's just a very convenient table setup. So you can see there's some additional storage. Take this little plastic wrap off, thank you. Put our table on top. And so now you've got a table when you are eating. If you need to, even though we don't want to, pull out the laptop, do some work, edit some videos perhaps. But this table swivels around. Incredibly useful feature. And like I said, some additional storage as well underneath the table should you need it, some hidden storage. Go ahead and put that back down. You saw how easy that was to put up. I'm doing it with one hand here with the camera. I am gonna put the bag back on since this is going to a dealer partner of ours and just want to make it right for them. So put that back down and fits flush with the flooring. Modern Buggy, unique and known for its bedding system. So you can see here we are in the tri-fold sofa sleeping system. We are in the most upright position called the seated position. If we are feeling a little bit like a relaxing man, we would drop into our lounge position. So you can move that pillow out of the way, but you can see it kind of goes halfway down. And then when it is getting late, we are going to drop it all the way down and sleep comfortably. Go around the other side so you can see just how comfortably you can sleep in your Modern Buggy. So, turns into a true 80-inch long bed. And one thing that is also unique to Modern Buggies, you can see that they're split, right? So it's not just one foldable mattress. We thought this out for you. When I go camping in mine solo, I will generally just put one side down, use this other side for my items, storage, backpack and whatnot. But you do have the ability to kind of mod and create your own space in here, but that will fold down as well. And like I said, true 80-inch in length. That is a queen. That is a creature comfort that I know I appreciate at 6'2" camping in these. I am by no means the tallest Modern Buggy owner by any means. We have a gentleman that is 6'7" that sleeps and loves his 12 LRK. And in addition, we have a incredibly rad and cool travel nurse that lives currently in her 12 LRK, showers at the hospital, but hope to be that cool one day. So you guys, that is the award-winning Modern Buggy 12 LRK. Pointed out a number of the new 2026 features. Drop in the comments what else you guys would like to see, what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. If you're sick of hearing my voice, I appreciate you tuning in nonetheless. And we will see you at the next camper.